Luna Ascending by Zaina Wilder. Copyright Zaina Wilder 2024. All rights reserved. Chapter 6. Freya. This morning is a disaster. My curls refuse to lie flat, and the circles under my eyes look like I've been 3 rounds in a boxing ring. Whoever plans events on a weeknight must have a special place in hell, reserved just for them. Some of us have to work. Liz can piss all the way off the next time she has a stupid idea. I upend my overflowing laundry basket, hunting frantically for my woolly skirt and woe-begotten tights. Why, oh why did I think drinking was a good idea? And bubbles? Ugh! My head pounds, and I swear each individual hair on my scalp hurts. Everyone who went along for a laugh to that event and doesn't need to work today, they can piss off too. Glaring at myself in the mirror, it hits me. I look worse than I feel. I groan, leaning my forehead on the cool glass. My eyes are tinged red, and my makeup has in no way hidden the bags under them. Hell, my birthmark has even come out in sympathy. Blinking blearily at my reflection, I poke at the thing. It's raised and rough, more like a freshly done weird-ass tattoo than a birthmark today. I've been rubbing at it in my sleep. Again. Shit. It's a high-necked shirt for me today, or the students will make comments about hickeys, like the little asshats they are. I skitter out the flat, pulling on unironed clothes and cursing everyone I can think of. Sliding up to the bus stop, the doors shut just as I arrive. Typical. Clasping my hands, I silently beg the bus driver to open up again and let me on. Thankfully, he seems in a good mood. "Running late, Miss Fee?" He grins, watching me fall up the steps. Grimacing, I plaster a smile on my face and pant a thanks in his direction before flopping into an empty seat. The whole day is a disaster. Everything I touch freezes, especially the damn electronics. They spit out error messages or just plain turn off. The kids have made it their mission to be highly irritating, uncontrollable little shits, and just to make my day, I left my phone at home, and I feel strangely naked without it. Not that anyone is likely to contact me anyway. My estranged mother and Liz are about the only 2 people who have my number, and I'm damn sure Liz will be sleeping her hangover away in her penthouse. By the time the school day ends, I'm exhausted and frazzled beyond belief. I'd kill to crawl into bed. I'm never agreeing to one of Liz's stupid schemes again. I squeeze the last of the books back onto their shelves, giving the bindings a reassuring pat, and turn the flickering lights out on the library. Tomorrow, I have to get the school's handyman to look at the blasted things again. Those lights are forever on the blink, and I swear they choose the days my migraines are at their worst to act up. But it can wait. I can't deal with interacting with even one more human being today. Getting back to the tenement block, I virtually fall in my front door. Big, hot, steaming bath and a hot chocolate it is. Then sleep. All the sleep. By the weekend, I've almost recovered. It's ridiculous. I'm only in my early 20s. It's unfair for my hangovers to last for days. I'm only just feeling better 3 whole days later. And I've a sneaking suspicion my good mood is down to that stupid speed dating app. A message blinks away in my inbox saying I've matched with Mark. After a few texts, I'm flirting. Openly flirting. Much easier in a message. I'd be a little more excited if it were Dirk, but hey, there's still a wee fizz of excitement. It's been so damn long since I flirted with anyone, My heart gives a little thump every time my phone pings. I feel wanted, attractive. It's a nice damn change. Tonight, though, I'm putting men out of my mind. Liz is taking me out to the cinema to make up for ensnaring me in the speed dating. That should keep my mind off both Mark and Dirk. She demands we go to dinner at a bistro beforehand. Only when she drops into conversation that it's a haunt of the Mates for Life crew does the penny drop. I bet she's hoping Tavy will be there. Of all the things I'd expect of Liz, this level of obsession was not one of them. Hands up, I don't mind playing along. She's so excited it's pretty cute. And on top of that, she's promised the tab's on her. And maybe Dirk will be there too? The chances are slim, I know, but there's a sneaky little voice in the back of my head urging me to do anything to make our paths cross again. It's a bit freaky. I don't like being preoccupied by him, especially when he's vanished into thin air. It's too similar to the thoughtless devotion my mum has for my stepdad. He could do no wrong in my mum's eyes, even when he vanished for weeks at a time. I won't let the same cycle play out again, not in my life. By the end of dinner, we're just moving to the bar when my phone pings in my pocket, making me jump. Liz is here with me, so who the hell is messaging? Liz peers over my shoulder at my phone. "I can see you," she reads out. "Well, that's a bit creepy. It's Mark. You remember the suave guy from that horrendous speed dating night you dragged me to? You do remember that shit show, right? The one where I discovered I might go to jail? You do remember I saved your criminal ass on that fabulous evening, don't you? And seriously, Freya, him? Marcel? Did you like him? I didn't think he'd be your type. Too showy? Marcel de Valde, what are you thinking? His family's the same, rich and controlling." Immediately I'm defensive. She's assuming he's not my type because he's rich? Just as I open my mouth to snap at her, an arm snakes alarmingly around my waist and I squeak in surprise. Liz's eyebrows shoot up so high they nearly disappear. Hi. My words come out in a stutter. "Hi, Mark. This is Liz, my friend. She was at the speed dating too?" I wait for him to move his arm, and he does so, reluctantly. Mark nods curtly at Liz, then turns his charming eyes back on me. "I was hoping I could persuade you on a date, darling. I was hoping I could persuade you on a date, ma chérie. But meeting like this is perfect." He beams. I can feel Liz rolling her eyes without even having to look at her. She excuses herself to the bathroom with a snort. I lean away from Mark, giving myself a bit more space. He seems pretty drunk. He's looking me up and down, and suddenly I feel really self-conscious. I didn't put much thought into what I was wearing tonight. The chances of meeting Dirk, or him, or anyone, was pretty slim. My favourite but slightly careworn jersey dress suddenly feels like it's seen better days. But if his slow, meandering appraisal is anything to go by, he's not put off. His gaze takes in every inch of me, making me squirm. Mark insists on buying me a drink, even after I explain I'm on a break from booze. I guess the drinks he already has on board is the reason he won't take no for an answer. So eventually I cave. It's easier and probably more polite. I can have one drink and then Liz and I can head off to the cinema like we planned. It's the perfect excuse. While he orders, I watch him, surreptitiously eyeing his classically high cheekboned good looks. He might not be Dirk, but he is a very handsome man. Hell, from the stares he's attracting around the bar, I'm sure lots of women would kill for even a smidge of his attention. I start as he snaps his fingers dramatically at the poor bartender. He's posturing like an idiot. Seriously, snapping your fingers? He should know better. I sink lower in my chair, pretending I'm not with him. I'm not really. He hijacked my night. A phrase springs to mind, something my auntie used to preach. If you want to know what a man is like, look at how he treats those he considers inferior. Uneasiness washes over me like a bucket of ice water. My headache chooses this exact moment to go from grumbling away in the background to nuclear. The room swims around me. Queasily I watch Mark weave back toward me, triumphantly clutching a bottle of champagne, and I groan. I said I wasn't drinking. A whole bloody bottle? Seriously? Mark seems oblivious and pours us both a glass with a flourish, insisting we toast. He inches closer and leans in, despite the fact I'm pretty sure my body language is saying, back off. I fold my arms, trying to make it more obvious. You know, ma chérie, you are very beautiful, he murmurs, as cliched as you'd like. I'd love to take you on that spa date. He grins, and I can't help feeling like the smile doesn't reach his eyes. I take a small sip of the champagne, more for something to do with my hands than anything. I'm not sure. I smile, hiding my discomfort, my eyes darting around for some escape plan. I don't really know you. Scanning the room, my gaze catches on a figure. Dirk. He's standing ramrod straight and glaring in our direction. Mark, thankfully, is oblivious, and he excuses himself to the restroom. As he weaves away, I relax a little. He's way too intense when he's drunk. I barely have time to straighten my thoughts when Dirk strides over. Something about the way he moves makes my heart thud. Holy crap, he's more attractive than the last time I saw him. I flutter my eyelashes at him, then stop, mid-blink, as sparks dart across my vision. Shit. I probably look like I'm having a stroke, not trying to flirt. He grins at me anyway. Freya, I was hoping to meet you again. He frowns. Am I interrupting your date? He says the word date with a questioning tone. No, well, yes, but not with Mark. He gives me a half smile, looking relieved, if not a little confused. Liz and we're having a girly night. Mark rocked up. He's a bit drunk. I'm not sure what's taking Liz so long. She only went to use the restroom. She's probably being chatted up by someone, knowing Liz. Why don't I keep you company until Liz comes back? He asks. Can't have a beautiful girl sitting alone. My nostrils flare at his utter cheesiness, but a little flutter in my tummy tells me I'm secretly pleased. Dirk perches his muscular form on the bar stool in front of me, and I drink him in. As he reaches for his glass, his hand brushes mine. Tingling shoots up my arm like little sparks of electricity dancing across my skin, and my thoughts tailspin out of control. Shit, I can't think straight with this guy around. Dipping my head, I take a sip to buy myself time. My hair falls in front of my eyes. Dirk reaches over and tucks it behind my ear, like it's the most natural thing in the world. My lady bits are suddenly on fire. Breathing deeply, I try to ignore the deep, low ache. This is ridiculous. The man touched me briefly. He grins mischievously at me, pupils dilated, like he knows I'm turned on. He can't. He can't. Can he? My blush starts from my toes and reaches the roots of my hair. Thankfully, Dirk goes to collect his abandoned jacket and I wrangle my thoughts under control. What made my body react like that? I felt feral, but as much as I was cursing her before, I'm now delighted Liz has been waylaid. Dirk's company, I could get used to that, but Mark starts weaving his way back towards me and my heart sinks. I've really had enough of this guy. Mark pulls up a stool, really, really close, flashing me a wicked smile. His self-confidence, drunkenness and overriding entitlement seem to make him immune to how uncomfortable I am. Over his shoulder, I see Dirk turn around and raise his eyebrows at me. Mark puts a hand on my leg where it has no right to be and leans in for a kiss. "Don't!" The word flies out before I'm even aware I'm shouting. I yank my head away, forgetting I'm on a precarious stool, and tip myself over, landing on the floor in a heap. Spasms of pain radiate up my neck and across my skull. A strong, muscled arm pulls me up, and I struggle to yank myself away for a brief second. Then it hits me. The arm doesn't belong to Mark. My shoulders drop and I relax, tucked into Dirk's side. Safe. Except now they're squaring off against each other. I glance between them. I don't do drama, not normally, but somehow being the centre of all this attention, it's a little exhilarating, even with my banging headache. "Leave her alone," growls Dirk. "She's obviously not interested in your pathetic charms." Mark rolls his eyes and inspects his nails. "What is it to you, you ugly big beast? I think you'll find I am perfectly charming." They're standing nose to nose, one large-framed and muscled, full of rugged manliness, and the other sleek and refined, with an air of graceful sophistication that his counterpart distinctly lacks. Liz tugs my elbow. "You've been having fun, I see." "Where the hell have you been?" I grumble. She shrugs, smirking, and then peers at me closely. "You don't look well, darling. Is it one of your blasted migraines?" I nod as gently as I can, now nauseated even at the dim lighting in the place. "Maybe it's home time. We can leave these two to macho it out." Liz eyes the two men. She freaking loves this kind of shit. Normally, of course, it's her the men are fighting over. "Darling, we could watch from the corner." "Liz, I'm gonna vomit, and if you make me stay, I'll be sure to aim for your damn shoes." "Don't you dare! These are Gibsons," she hisses. Fine, darling, come on. You really do look like shit. Let's get you home." "Enough drama for one night, huh, Aphrodite?" We sneak out the bar, and I don't even glance over my shoulder.